Welcome to Firaxis Xcom Enemy Unknown. Today I'm going to show you the game. I'm going to start off with a base. Now, the base used to be a flat base that could be invaded. What you've got now is this. It's what the Firaxis call the ant farm. It looks very, very flashy until you start clicking on things and realising it's just eye candy. You can't do anything in it. The only bits you can do something in are the bits you don't build. So when you go to the engineering level, build facilities, all of these bits you build in here are eye candy levels. If we actually go to the top bit, one of these like this, you can see this is a workshop or something, I think, but you can't click on anything. It too is just eye candy. You've got to come out, you click on there. That is just eye candy. The only two things that, well, the only thing that does anything really is this, right in the centre, and that gives you this. Basically, this is like operations, you know. So that's the only thing that does anything. For most of them, you get to it by mission control there. Now, what does do things are these 5 little menus at the top. Everything you see down here, this ant farm, is just replacing a functional base that used to be used for base invasions with what is basically eye candy. I mean, you can't do anything, you know. I'd rather have the base invasions myself than eye candy bases that look good but don't do anything. So I don't consider this to be a good thing. I consider this to be a bad thing. Now, part of the strategy in XCOM used to be laying out the base and defending it against stuff and leaving enough resources in the base so your men could defend if it was attacked. But that's all gone now. That type of strategy is just out the window. Now, the other thing that's changed is the troops. In this, you got the barracks, you got the view soldiers here. Now, in the old game, every troops had standard RPG stats, you know, for skills and stuff. But there's no skills in this now. It's replaced by certain types of unit. This is an assault guy, right? So he's only allowed to take assault equipment. I can't give him certain classes of rifle, for instance. I can give him armour, right? I can give him pistols. I can upgrade that to the laser. And that's used, by the way, the ARC was used for capturing aliens. I can give him medikit, which is what he's supposed to have according to the name. So how I determine which one's going to be useful for healing people is the medikit. But that's all you can do. The stats are gone, and the infantry, what allowed you to put all kinds of different equipment in it, including multiple grenades, all that has gone as well. Now you're allowed 1 grenade. And if you take a medikit, you can't have a grenade. You'll have 1 pistol, 1 rifle, 1 suit of armour, and that's it. You've got to take perks that unlock them as you go up through different ranks, and they're limited. So you never really get beyond that. This is stripped down. This is probably the biggest disappointing part of the game. It's equipping the men with enough equipment, especially high explosives, used to be one of the best things about it, but now none of these grenades or rocket launchers seem to cause enough damage. It's like part of the fun of the original game was laying down a load of high explosives or proximity stuff and this waiting for things to go bang and blowing up entire buildings. You can't do that anymore. They all seem to be like a little bit like pea shooters now. Also the armour, if you look here, the armour, if we click on that, that gives you +4 on health, you see. So his is 10 health +4. So that isn't actually working as armour, that's working as a health boost, you see. So that's not really accurate, is it? And what they replaced all these is, what they replaced the stats with is these, is what they call abilities or perks. Each one, like this one here, he's got +10% critical per enemy. Actually no, I took that one, didn't I? +5 defense per enemy in sight. Confers 30% critical against adjacent targets, and so on and so on. So you lost the stats, but you gain these. You're going to have to decide if you think that's worth it. Personally, I don't think it was, because the stats allowed you to fine-tune your characters the way you wanted them. You could literally sculpt your troops anywhere you want, and when you lost them, it made a difference. Now it's just a question of getting promoted after a certain amount of kills and unlocking various things. If we go there, one of the big features in the UFO XCOM Enemy Unknown is this customization. Now, what you've lost, right, is supposed to be stuff you didn't want anyway, and this is stuff that everybody's supposed to have wanted. You can give him a name, change his last name, change his nickname, change his race. You see, you can change his head. You can change his helmet or hair colour, decorate his armour differently. Apparently that's what Firaxis considers to be important, not stats or RPG features, but eye candy again. So you're seeing a pattern here, everything's been replaced by eye candy. Now let's look at engineering. Engineering, you can buy things and build things. If you look at the pistol here, this is your weapons and stuff, standard stuff. You know, you click there, click manufacture, choose how many you want. But it's built instantly now instead of over time. Now if we go over here to weapons, or weapons armour, all the suits of armour I've researched, you can do them too. Again, they're built instantly. Here you've got the new fighter or satellites. All these take a long time to build, except for these get built instantly. Some of these are one-off things that burn out after one use, so you got to keep building them. But that's your engineering part. We go to base facilities. This is your eye candy based stuff. It allows you to unlock certain features in the base, allows you to build things like fighters and advanced armour and stuff by building certain combinations of things, but otherwise doesn't do anything, it's just eye candy. Foundry, this is a new feature in this. I haven't really used it that much, but basically you can use it to improve certain things in the game, like improve pistols and stuff like that. What I'd like to improve isn't listed, so I'm just left with stuff that doesn't appear to be that useful. But that is a new part of the game, something I've got to experiment with. Research is pretty much like it was before. You go here, you choose what you want to research. I've only got one left, so we'll do that.
This specimen appears to be at the top of the alien hierarchy, and for good reason. As you've probably seen, its physical form is not suited for combat by any means. However, these elders have an incredible pool of psionic energy at their disposal, which helps to explain why the other species are subordinate to them.
And that's what you get. You get a lot of cutscenes like that. You've got a research archive as well, but it's nothing fancy, it's just that. Research credits, you see. And that's it for your research. Barracks is you've seen the view soldiers bit. Here you can change the quad size once you build an officer training school. Get various benefits by researching these, and these unlock according to ranks. You need a man to, a squaddy to survive to captain or whatever to unlock certain things. So you can build the officer training school, then try and keep one of your men alive long enough to get something. You got your memorial to all the dead. That's my colonel there. She did really well. You hire soldiers, of course, you know, standard stuff. They don't arrive instantly though. The hangar is interesting because it's got the ship list. Now in the original game you had multiple bases, in this one you've only got one. And that's interesting. I didn't know that it's displayed. That's the one that's being built right now. But anyway, this Asian base is just for launching fighters from, and you need a satellite above it for it to work. This one here is my main base now, you see. So, and these are the brand new type fighters that you get when you research them. You know, that's the ship list and the hangar. Right, this is the situation room. Now the satellites take a long time to build, so I've only got 5 built. and the aliens shoot them down as well, so it's not that easy to get to. There's my base at the top, and these are my fighters, my interceptors that I've got scattered around the world. There's a finance report, stripped down from the original game, but still there. Tells you what your expenses are. Your income, you'd think it was linked to the countries that you get, but it's not really, because mine's gone up as I've lost more countries, so a bit weird that. Interestingly, I haven't actually seen that many UFOs to shoot down in this game, where before they were common. You had to shoot them down to get any missions half the time, but they seem to be very rare. This is where you sell stuff. You can sell stuff on the market. A lot of stuff here like this, it's not even useful for research anymore, where it used to be, so all that's been stripped out now. You get it, but you can't do anything with it. Power plants, or power source and flight computer though are researchable and can do stuff, but this stuff is just useless now. And they get requests from various countries listed here that you could fill in for money. And that's it. That's for situation for you, situation room. By the way, if you haven't guessed already, I've got full of cold, so I've got to keep stopping to cough and then re-record again. Right, the only thing on the map that does anything is mission control, and this is the heart of the base. The only part of the base that's worth anything in this new Enemy Unknown release. Now, this is the stuff that's coming up and how many days it's going to take to complete. You click down here, you can rotate the map. Well, usually you can, I don't know why it didn't do it that time. So you can see various things. These swirly things are the countries I've lost. Aliens have taken over them. But my finances have gone up, not down, so it's a bit weird. But you click on scan and things start happening. See? Now, eventually you'll get some kind of mission will come up here, like that. Usually there's, well, I'll let you talk.
Via the hologlobe. I've got the coordinates locked in.
Now, if you click on Toronto, you've got the panic level here, London there, and Marseille, and very difficult. Usually that means you're going to get the same old aliens that you always get at a very difficult level, right? It's the mutant basically, mutant in heavy armor or normal mutant. It does get a bit predictable sometimes, but when this panic level is high and you don't take it, they usually lose control of the country. They drop out of the Xcom project, but as you can see, these are all under control. You also see you get different rewards. You can't hire and fire engineers and scientists anymore either. You get them as rewards for missions or by building base extensions. But if we were to select any one of these, we can go to the confirm. That'll take us to the unit select screen, which is the hangar basically. And this is my men, you see, with the armour all kitted out with the plasma rifles and laser sniper rifles and stuff. Now, the only problem with this is you can get too many of one type of unit. If you look there, I've got one assault guy and heavy support, or 2 assault guys. Most of my assault guys die, so I'm usually sniper heavy. I've got too many snipers. So, because when you get a man, the very first perk he gets isn't one you can choose. I'll show you. Or abilities, that one. As soon as your guy gets promoted once to squaddy, he gets one automatically. That decides what type of unit he is. You don't get to choose that. So you don't get to choose what your squads are going to be made up as. It's entirely random, which means your squads aren't always built the way you want them to be built. You can end up with loads of snipers and not enough support or not enough assault, which is happening to me right now. I'm going to launch this and then I'm going to switch to another battle. I'll just let you sit through the battle and enjoy it, and then we'll end this look at this game. I'm not going to comment on during the battle, you could just watch it unfold. Right, let's go then and enjoy it.
over here.
Battle scanner's up. Oh, shot wide! Target's still up. That is not good. They got me flanked! They're trying to flank us. Know what hit him. Hostiles pacified. Kill confirmed. Got something over here. Quiet. Do you hear something? something over here.
Adjusting sights. I'm pinned down here.
Missed the target. Oh, missed the target.
He's down.
Scanning target area now.
This is unlike anything else we've previously identified. Based on its physical appearance, I would assume this alien doesn't rely on brute strength. I recommend the troops exercise extreme caution, Commander.
I think I liked it better when the weapons were obvious.
Commander, that device, it seems to be of great importance to them. Retrieving it for further study should be our highest priority.
Go hot, go hot. Popping smoke.
Suck on this! Kill them all! Watch the flanks!
They're shifting
They're
their attack.
repositioning on us! Take him out!
X-rays coming in from the sides.
They're on the move! They're trying to flank us!
Commander, the operation was a success.